Oh man, everything hurts. What was I thinking? It feels like I'm a rag doll and I've got all my stuffing pulled out and shoved back in with a hammer. And was it worth it? What do I have to show for it? A barren field with only a small collection of crops done, and crows that I can't even throw a spear at. What was I thinking? Trying to go back and get the boars after I was already injured. Maybe it's because when I saw them and when I ran, I felt like I was running from home again. Fields burning, parents screaming. I felt like I was there again. I felt like I was stuck in that nightmare again. I couldn't run again. I'd already run once before. I couldn't live with myself running again. And then I go back and get gored by a boar. I'm not ready. I'm clearly not ready. I couldn't face those soldiers if I tried. I could hardly face 2 boars in the woods with spears. Something that I'd already done out here. They got the best of me, that's for sure. There's no way I'm going to get the best of 2 soldiers, 1 soldier, let alone a whole battalion if they come through. No, I need to be more, and I need to stop making silly mistakes. I need to start thinking about what I'm doing. I need to be more patient. I need to think about how I'm doing this. I need to understand I can't do this alone. Our farm wasn't run by me, even if I was the big brother who tried to do everything, to be there for everything, to take care of everything Mom needed done, take care of everything Dad asked for, be the big brother that took care of everything. I can't do that now. One big brother can't stand up to an army. One big brother can't stand up to a small collection of soldiers well armed. And I can hardly stand up to a boar. Well, then that's what I have to do. I have to understand I can't do this myself. I have to understand that I'm going to need help. It's going to take a village. It's going to take more than just me. This can be a start, but it's not enough. Well, now here we are. Barren field, a little bit of wheat, a little bit of oats. It's something. I should be able to work myself up to taking care of this. We'll just need some stones. We'll just need some things to harvest this up. But I need to be ready for this. If I'm going to hope to stand up to these soldiers, there's no way I can do it if I can't stand up to a small collection of boars in the woods. And I'm going to need a proper bow. None of these pointed sticks that I keep throwing at them like I'm hoping that they'll stick and like I'm hoping that they'll do the damage that they'll do. It's going to take more. The soldiers are armored and they're clever. They're certainly not some dumb boar that'll come storming straight at me. No, I need to be more. And I need to show the people around me how grateful I am for their help. I wouldn't be here without their assistance. They patched me up like the rag doll that I am. They put me back together. And that's something I need to be grateful for, and I need to make sure I show them that I'm grateful for. I can't believe that I made it there. I can't believe I even made it that far. Well, trap's clear. Some food will be good, seeing as I wasn't able to get the food ready for me from the fields. This will be a big deal. We'll have to get some more. I'll have to set some more traps. This is going to help us make it through this season. Winter is on its way, and I don't want to be caught ill-prepared. It's going to be cold, it always is. And I don't have an expert seamstress in my house ready to make things for me. Make sure I'm prepared, even if I foolishly run outside and forget my coat and it's time to hunt with Dad. No, I won't have her looking over me here, although I hope she's watching me now. And I hope she was watching me then, too. I'm sure she was. I can do this. I can get through this. We can get through this wintertime. It's just gonna take more patience. It's gonna take more awareness. Gonna take some time to recover too. Oh man, it feels like that thing cut me straight in half and cut straight through me. If I could lift a spear, you wouldn't be here now. Well, let's harvest some of our things. We'll have to go into town, see how things are going there. And I'll have to speak with that girl who helped me out so much. The seamstress surely had a good ability to stitch me together. That was probably no different than the water skin she repaired. Although maybe a little more squirmy. I'm sure the alcohol helped, but oh, I can still remember the pain. Nothing compared to that entire run back. But I'm here. I can't complain. I'm here now, and they helped me out. I may not have much to show for it, but I'm here, and that's what's important, and I can keep going, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Oh, what was her name? Gee, who am I that I can't even remember the name of the girl who helped get me into the seamstress to help get me patched up? How can I not even remember what her name is? Well, we'll have to make right on that, that's for sure. Oh, turns out flour doesn't rot so fast. I better leave that in there. There's no sense holding on to it. Matter of fact, turns out rot doesn't rot at all. Or sorry, turns out flour doesn't rot at all. Alright, we'll make some of this fertilizer up. Oh man, I need to figure out where I can get a proper bow and some proper arrows. I can't walk around with these sticks anymore. It's not good enough, and I know I'm not going to be able to survive anybody else who comes after me. I'm not going to be able to survive any raiders walking through the area if they decide that I'm easy pickings. I'm really easy pickings today, that's for sure. So, I need to be ready. Today we have to get a bow. We need some arrows. I need to start thinking about how I'm going to survive this. And I can't do it alone. That keeps coming back to me, is that I can't do this alone. The farm, I was never alone at the farm. Even if I felt like I was doing all the work, and even if I felt like I was being asked to do so much. It wasn't always me. I wasn't the only one doing the work. But was making sure that I was there for everyone else who was a part. So I can do that. Alright. Yeah, you mock me. That's fine. Just wait a day. I'll be back for you. I'm sure the crops taste tasty, or are tasty. Enjoy. Alright. Let's get our things in here. I probably should have processed this through. I don't think I want to store a lot of this stuff in home. We got bags to sell. That's something worth considering. We'll head up there and we'll sell those off. Well, I think Father would be proud. I didn't stand here. I wasn't a stone, as he would say. What are you doing? Standing around? Are you a stone? No, I've gotten myself up. I'm moving. It may hurt, but we're going to make it through this. And it's going to be worth it. We'll take time with our threshing. No need to go vigorously. We can go slow with this. And this is a fair start. I have seeds now. I can plant. Next spring will be a lot bigger than it was this season. We'll be able to do a lot with what we have here. We're going to make it through this. We're going to make it through it by being wise. I'm going to make it through this by being smart and not by making foolish mistakes. That's for sure. I may not have an expert seamstress in my home, but I do have an expert seamstress not too far away, so winter's coming. It's not far. I need some money to give her, though. I can't just ask for handouts. That's not fair. She's done way too much for me to ask for a handout from her. Alright. That roasted rabbit's going to be a good way to start this day. Let's make sure we do. And from there... we'll get ourselves walking to town. I think that's the least we can do is go find our two saviors and thank them. I can at least know her name. That would be the least I can do. I think I was in no condition to know much at the time, though. Well, with winter on the way, we've got some time, and it's... what was I thinking about? Something Father would have told me. Oh, that's right. This is the time to... You mock me. This is the time where we would plant rye. I'm not ready for it. Rye? Wait a minute. Didn't Aubergina tell me there was a rye delivery going through? And there was trouble with it. Okay, well I better get there to help her with that one, because I'm going to need some rye for myself. We better make some cash on that too, because this is going to be a challenging season. I need to make sure that I'm ready. Winter's coming quick. I need some gear to survive it. I'm not going to be able to just stand around huddled by a fire scared the whole time. I need to be ready. I better start heading to town. And we'll have to give our thank yous and thank our many blessings that we have for still being here today. And I need to think. I need to clear my mind of this. I can't go back. I can't go back to that farm. I can't save them. It already happened. And it's hard as it is to let it go. And I won't let it go. I can't forgive them for what they did. But I need to move on with it. I need to learn from it. I can't just let it guide me. I can't let it make me make poor choices. Those boars aren't soldiers. I wasn't going to save anybody by running back and facing down the boar. That was just my pride, my bruised pride, asking for one more thing, just to feel like I was there, feel like I never ran. But I know I did. It's what she would have wanted me to do, and it's what she told me to do. And it's why I'm still alive. She would have wanted me to carry on. Well, I am. Here I am, and I will carry on for you. This is going to have to be our new beginning. Well, everything looks pretty normal in town. Good that everything is normal here. Oh, I can't thank you enough, Matilda. Thank you for everything. I have some simple bags I hope you'll buy. I just need cash to get ready for winter. Thank you. And thank you for your handiwork stitching together all of my innards back into me.
See you around.
Okay, well, now we have someone to thank here.
I only travel when nobody's watching.
Well, I have a debt of gratitude for you. Thank you for, yes, carrying me. That's one way to put it, is to say you were carrying me. Yeah, I thank you for saving me from myself and from bleeding out here. Yeah, dancing with boars would indeed not be the best choice. Oh, not like the king.
Good luck.
So here I am doing my storylining, and then I make the absolute wrong choice in flirting with her. Oh man. Well, it's gonna be a while to get her compassion up to key. Maybe she thinks we're a fool, and that's the point. And that should be the way it is. Well, anyway, Toslaw, thank you for carrying me back here, and you're the reason I'm here, and I'm grateful for you. Maybe sometime, I can repay a favor. Well, speaking of favors, I think we need to figure out if there's anybody we can help in town. We need to figure out what we can do to assist in the area, and I can't run today. We are far too injured for us to be able to do anything like that. Well, we made it back to here. I guess it's not too bad. Shoot. I should probably check and see how much it'll cost to get this fool equipped for wintertime. Let's see how much it'll take for us to be ready to survive the winter. Alright, Matilda. We don't really have all the cash we need, but I do need to think about how close we can get to surviving. Let's start getting ready. Yeah, we'll get a winter coat. We'll need that. The shoes are probably going to be the biggest deal. Nobody wants cold feet. One thing that tends to happen to you is, once your feet are cold, the rest of you tends to freeze. And it's no good. Oh, do I just buy myself up to all these things? I mean, who am I kidding? If I don't have all of this, I'm not surviving. Thanks. It's definitely going to get us through. Well, I may not be able to lift a spear and I may not be able to run, but at least we got some of the stuff ready for next season. Oh. Well, it's a good day when you're still here, and it's always nice to still be here. Thanks for joining me again in another episode in our series, speaking of being here. It's always great to have you here. And in these episodes, I'm trying to add in some more of that RP aspect and get some more storylining going. I want a lot of the events that happen in the storyline, kind of like what you just heard here. I want events in the storyline to actually play out and connect with the character in the real setting that we can have and make them kind of play out. I'm hoping that you enjoyed the boar story and that adds something to the fact that sticking around and fighting through that foolish fight had a reason, and hopefully it adds to some story that's enjoyable to hear. As for now, since we're all here together, and who knows, maybe it's been a busy day. I don't know what's going on in your life, and I know sometimes things are busy, and I hope that this is a time that you can relax. I'm grateful to have you here. Let's take a moment and just relax. Relax your shoulders, let them sink. Relax your body, get in a good posture. And let's take a breath in. Let's take in 3 breaths. Deep breath in, filling our stomach all the way down to our depths of our bellies. 1. And then breathe out. And 2. And out. And 3. And out. Always good to recenter ourselves and relax and kind of gently get ourselves into things. Alright, well, where we're at in the storyline so far, winter's on the way, and I think these coats are going to help a lot. This should help make it so that we don't shiver through the entire winter. Now, as far as restrictions are concerned right now, I'm saying that because I missed my opportunity here, obviously our fields were missed because we kind of foolishly decided to go back at the boar. But again, I think that fits the storyline rather well. We're going to have to be stuck in this setup. Now, hops are going. Oh, wow. Hops are fast. I didn't realize hops grew that quick. It does make sense, though. I mean, honestly, hops are a very quick growing crop. That's going to be good. I can use those for a little quick cash. We can definitely use those as a way to make a little money here quick. And we can't make our stone tools, obviously. What we could do... Oh, there's no way I'm lifting a hammer today. I mean, and that's the other one of the rules is that I wanted to talk about, is that since we were so significantly injured, I mean, vastly, then I'm saying that in the next day I don't get to run and I don't get to do any exercises that are considered strenuous. So lifting a spear and throwing it is not simple. It takes all of your body, it takes your core. We're not going to be able to make any of that happen, so we are unfortunately stuck. We are not going to be able to do much with that. Now, what we can do is we can start planning and we can lay out things. So what I'll say is that a lot of our rules and regulations work around doing activities that are simple. Now, obviously, our character doesn't have deep knowledge about how to build structures, so we're going to run into a little bit of a challenge there with this one, where we have to start thinking about where are we going to get somebody who's skilled enough to help us build. We'll need an extractor who's going to be a woodworker, which will gain us access to planks. And I know people have mentioned this in the comments, and I love your thoughts on this too. I think that's perfect. That I believe that that's exactly where we want to be with that. Is we want to be able to say, yeah, this is... We need people who have skills in order to make it make sense, right? So, with Racimir having skills in, we're saying hunting and farming, obviously farming, right? We're going to make sure that we can do all of those skills and survive as the village lead, but also bring our skills to bear. We will be able to lay down basics, but as soon as we get to planks, it's going to turn into a, nope, there is no way that we can build with planks because we simply are not skilled in making planks, and we'll need other people to help us craft potions and things like that. Now, our character back there, our love interest, maybe I shouldn't talk so much about this. I guess I should ask y'all, what are your thoughts in the comments? Do you want me to tell the story as if I was a narrator in the background, or does it seem more enjoyable to have the story play out as the character and we just watch it unfold as we go? Let me know your thoughts on that one, and I'll stop talking about it for now, just because I don't want to pull too many things out. And there we go. There's no way I'm lifting logs. I mean, who am I kidding? I'm a broken and battered person who just got gored by a boar. I'm lucky to be walking around right now. So, this will be a fairly casual day. A day of gathering things and maybe making some basic setups work. And then tomorrow we've got to go at this. We've got to go at this full speed. We have a rye delivery to save. And I know that we need rye as well. So, we better get on that. We're going to need some cash. We're going to need to be able to survive this whole thing. That means we're going to need money. It also means we're going to need crops planted. I think we can say it's fair that our character can plant some fertilizer. Probably not get anything too close to his wounds, but let's get ourselves planting. Ooh, sorry about that. That was me pressing the run button by instinct. Not fair. Alright, well, we have enough to supply a field and then some. At least we came out of this seasonal change with the ability to continue our crops now. And as I remember Father saying, I know overwintering rye is a big deal. That should help restore and replenish the soil if we were to churn it in. And since we aren't going to plan to churn it back into the soil, I got to make sure that I make the nutrients get back into the ground. I got to make sure that I feed the soil. This fertilizer should work well. Now, a lot of those cabbages that are getting close to rotting at home, I'll have to put those in the compost bin too. They aren't looking right. Unfortunately, it's been a little longer than I think I would have liked them to have been stored for. And without a proper storage bin, without a proper storage facility, well, I really do need a storehouse. We should start thinking about where that's going to go. I set the groundwork for where we should put a kitchen. I mean, I know that I can use that wheat. I know we can make flour. And with that flour, I know that we can do something. I can sell some of the recipes I learned from Mother. I can help to, maybe I can help feed some people. Say thank you to our local village. Speaking of village, I need to start thinking about how I'm going to have a village. I can't believe that. That's a funny thing to think. You know, Unigos was telling me the stories about Lord, and he sounds larger than life. He just sounds like so much. And he sounds like he did all of it himself, but he said that he formed a group with them, so it's been standing out to me as even Lorden, even this character who I've been told about when I was a kid, and I'm being told by Unigos, I'm being told by him about the stories. He just seems like such a huge character, but he also formed a group with his friends here, and it sounds like they were the reason that things happened. And it's not just me. I'm not gonna... Oh, wow. Well, it's good to see that there's a lot of fish. I'll be back for you. Once I can throw a spear again, you'll meet me again. Let's find a nice clean patch and wash our hands. No sense having fertilizer dirtied hands. Get a drink. And we'll appreciate the woods that we live in. That's a very beautiful sunset through the trees. Maple trees are always the best to look at through the sunset in the autumn. Or just reds, like fire in the sky. Well, it is a pretty area, and it's worth defending. Now, I did buy a lot of things, and I don't have enough to buy bow. I might regret that decision in a bit. It's possible that that's a little foolish. We'll see, though. I need a storehouse for the food. Our kitchen's here. Maybe we can think about having our storehouse next to it. Shouldn't be too far away. I don't want to have to walk too far to the kitchen to get the resources, and I certainly don't want us to... It would be a wise idea to have it near the farmland, too, and there's no sense walking even further. So let's lay down the foundation work and plan it out, and then we can move on from there. It'll be good to have things ready for when we do actually have a village. Oh, it's crazy to think. Here I come from a farm in the middle of the countryside, nothing to anybody. Certainly nothing worth taking out by soldiers, but apparently that day they found something worth having. And I'll have my revenge, even though I know, and I've been told, revenge serves no one. It's not, I can't just let them have gotten away with it. But it's going to take a lot to be ready for that. Can't walk into it with a pointed stick. Can't throw spears at them. I'll be the man who stood up to all the soldiers with wooden spears. Well, I'll be the fool that died in front of them if that's the case. We'll get ourselves ready. I'm sure somebody around here knows how to craft a knows how to make a bow. I'm sure someone around here knows how to make arrows. Actually, thinking about that, there's going to be a lot of need for arrow in this area. There's no hunters in this local area here. There's a cook. And I didn't see... and I didn't see anybody who was actively hunting here. Well, then that's something I can do for this local area. That's who I can be for them. I can get them resources for that. Maybe in due time I can also show them my skills at baking and at beer brewing. That's something that I remember picking up from Father as well. A worthwhile skill, right? Well, there's no sense walking through a place without having a roadway. Everything you do in life requires thinking and planning. And I need to start thinking, and I need to start planning. Time to have a pathway to walk. And it's time to start thinking about how we walk down our path. Time to start thinking about how we're walking through this area and how we're carrying ourselves. And I don't need to storm into things foolishly. That's not who I am. Alright. Tomorrow's going to be a better day. I think for today, I need the rest. Ooh, well, there's something to be said about resting and taking the time, that's for sure. Alright, well, I may not be 100%, but I certainly feel better than I was. I can still move, I don't feel like I feel like my stuffing is back inside of me again, which is certainly a win. I also feel just good enough to test out my throwing arm. Well, I can throw. That's at least I can say I can throw without utter agony. That's a win. Should be able to pick up a hoe again and use it too. Okay, but I think today our key, we have to get going here. Let's plan ourselves out a little adventure. Now, we have a lot of flax seeds. I can sell these in the market, and I certainly don't need all of these. I do want to keep a lot of them though. We're gonna need to get some things. That's for sure. Maybe I should be able to turn the churn again. I should be able to make use of the churn again. Now, of course I need to buy the schematic. Oh, that would be worth it. Alright. Flour is good. It's a good thing to have on hand. I can sell this. It should be worthwhile. We'll sell some more seeds. 26 will do us. 64 flax seeds is perfect. And sell 4 oat grain. No, we aren't going to sell that. Okay. Let's get back to the village. I need to help them with that quest line, and I certainly need to figure out what's wrong with that rye delivery, and I certainly need rye. Oh. Can't forget. It's morning time, and I need to get me some food. Alright. Well, I'm certainly not going to survive a long time without any spears on hand, and it's going to be hard to spearfish without a spear. I saw that bird go over my shoulder. I tell you what, good thing it's a good thing I can't throw well yet. For you, anyway. Ha! Too bad for you, friend. We're getting our arm back. That's just fine. I guess we'll eat crow today. Alright, well, let's get to the shore. Let's get ourselves a quick meal. Let's travel inwards. I wouldn't mind having a little cash on hand to sell. I think people happen to know how to roast a good fish. And perch is wonderful. Whoop. Wonderful when you get it. There we are. There we are. Alright, well, let's find out if I can get my spear back. Might as well get a drink, huh? We're out here in the depths. That spear's somewhere out here. Oh, I need to find somebody who knows how to craft a proper fishing spear. I mean, this is working for us, but oh my goodness. From what I remember, my friend, he used to throw a spear with points on the tip of it, multiple points, and it seemed to work way better for him. Because at least then you could gouge it with a few different connections, and if you didn't throw very well, you could still catch it. Still get lucky with it. These things, I gotta be dead on. Or off, as the case may be. Alrighty, you. Let's try a couple more and then we'll head on in. I don't want to waste the day. It is a beautiful morning, as always here. I think we chose the right place to live. That's for sure. I think in time people will want to move here. I'm excited for that prospect. I'm excited for what can be here. I think they'd be proud of me if they saw what I'm trying to accomplish. I wonder what Lorden would think. I never really got to meet him properly. We'll have to hear more. I may not have gotten to meet him, but maybe I'll get to know enough about him so I can feel like I've met him at a distance. There we are. There we go. I feel like I'm getting my arm back. I feel like I'm getting that throw back and it doesn't hurt as bad in the stomach to throw. Alright. Let's get ourselves a little lunch here. To the victor go the spoils. Little shore lunch. We'll take the rest of our catch in. We'll sell that off. We'll sell off our extra seeds. We did the right thing in spring. We got our extra seeds and we're ready. We should be good for the sale. This should help us out quite a bit. This will launch us up a bit. Then we'll have to find somebody who can sell me a bow before the end of this season is done. Before the end of the season comes. Alright. Well, we don't want to ruin our area here. Oh, what am I doing? No sense walking away this fast. Time to eat. Beautiful area. Someday I'm going to climb that mountain there. I want to see what I've accomplished down here. Someday when I climb that mountain, I want to see an entire village sprawling out this way. Fields across, houses dotting the area, children running and screaming like wild animals. I look forward to seeing that. And walls. I'll look forward to there being walls. I don't want to be caught without something. I don't want to be caught without something to stand up against them. It seems peaceful here for now, and I'll be grateful for that. I don't know how long it'll last, but it's worth it now. Let's enjoy what we have for now. Alright, well, I have a bit of a trek in front of us. We'll see how far we can get before we get tired. It's time to build ourselves back up again. If I'm going to be stronger, and if I'm going to be able to take these boars down, I need to build up my strength again. We need to recover. We need to push ourselves a bit, but not too far. Just enough so we can build strength, build muscle, without tearing it again. And we'll say those boars got to teach us a lesson, and that's just it. We learned our lesson.
How are you?
Well, doing great. It's good to see you again. It's good to see anybody. But, how's everything going today for you? Dear you, I bet you're a hard worker.
Goodbye.
My lady and my savior, how are you today? Oh, you don't like me complimenting you, do you? Of course. Jeez. Let's see here. You like hunting. That's good to know. You like jokes? You ever hear about the bare arms joke? Oh, she likes some humor. I think she'll need to be a humorist to be with us.
Hello, traveler.
Oh, you're a youngster.
Life treating you?
How are you doing? Oh, that's my bad. Stung by a bee. Oh no, you don't want to be stung by a bee. Who does?
See you around.
Alright, well, let's get going. We don't have a lot of time. And the clock is always ticking and the day. Hours pass by. We need to get ourselves on this roadway and figure out what happened. It'd be nice if I was the kind of person who can afford to have somebody else cart them around. I am certainly not. the person who can afford to just get carted around. Maybe someday I will be. Wearing those noble clothes and having people who can help me with things and having a village that is ready for everything. Oh. Huh. I wonder how this wagon broke down here. Isn't this rather close to where I found that chest? And there's still water in here? Wow, salted meat. Why would... I mean, I know this... Oh. No? Looks like they were a hunter or a poacher trying to bring their goods in. It doesn't look like anybody attacked them. I wonder what happened there. Well, hopefully not... Hopefully not those people who are digging up that treasure chest near me. There seem to be an awful lot of things broken down on the side of the road in these areas. I haven't seen any cause for it. And people have mentioned bandits in the area, but I haven't seen anything as of yet. There's that wonderful waterfall. We'll have to stop by there on the way back through. Why not? The freshest of water, and it's not far away from where we live, I think. It's kind of getting my bearings here. It feels like it's not too far away from where we're living. Well, onward we'll go. Might not be a bad idea to fish, but judging by the sun, we're nearly at midday. I shouldn't spend too much time here. I don't want to tarry here too long when we have much to do. We have a lot of a day to cover yet. And we have a lot of things to help out with. Hopefully, anyway. I'm hoping that people need help. One of the surest things is that a person who needs help will be a person who's willing to help back. Oh, if I can accomplish some tasks for them, I should be able to afford that bow. That would be very helpful. Now, if we look onward here, the fall is pretty here, and I look forward to seeing next spring. Let's speak optimistically here. It'll be nice to see next spring. I suppose for now, I gotta stop pulling myself out of the moment and remember I'm here now. And I have a lot. Beautiful area. Fall leaves to walk through and here under my feet. Another wagon broken down by the side of the road. Planks, huh? This one, that's a nice torch. I wonder... Oh, jeez. That's quite a lucky find. I don't know. Why would they run away from their wine so fast? Maybe there's more trouble in this area than I realized. Something I'll have to ask Unigast to see if he's heard a lot of people complaining of bandits in the area. It seems strange to see so many wagons broken down by the side of roads so often. It is a pretty area. Well, and for y'all, in the real world, Happy New Year if you celebrate New Year this time of year. And I hope you've had a good celebration, and I hope your headache wasn't that bad, if you did happen to have a very good celebration. I am, of course, a dad and much older, so the thought of having to deal with a hangover anymore is not really a priority on my mind anymore. It's no good. I tend to avoid it at all costs. Alright, let's see here. I believe we have a few things that we can accomplish here. I'm pretty sure Alwyn needs his water skin back. Where are you, buddy? Oh, and you. Friend. Here. I got some seeds. I raised some seeds. And I hope that someone can use those. I bet you would love some pear wine or some hops here as well. I've been gathering these up. My crop is small, but still something. I hope that works for you. And I'm sure bags would help out with your work as well. And let's see here. I happened to find a few things on the road. But I don't know. Hopefully that's useful for you. Alright, well, thank you, friend. I'll be back. I need to buy a ride before the end of the season. But we'll take care of that in a bit. For now, I gotta find Alwyn. He's probably busy planting rye. Oh, what are you doing, slacker? Shouldn't be in the fields. Job is done? Well, thank you. Here's his... Oh, and onion seeds. Well, Sower didn't have leather to repair the water skin, so I'd hunt wild animals. Yeah, you didn't get into a lot of trouble. No, and it's alright. No worries. You can craft tools and hunt? Yeah, I can also dance with boars, it turns out. Yeah, I was pretty handy with a bow and spear. Mother always said that. Mother was always handy with a bow and spear. She used to teach me hunting at an early age. Oh, I got it wrong. I envy you that my father only taught me how to work fields. That's what my father taught me as well. Remember, that one's the one that shapes you. Hey, until next time, all one. Alright, now. Let's check in on this quest here. We gotta find that rye delivery. Hey there. Yeah, I've been sent by Darbrigina. I heard that you're the one who supplies the tavern. I'm sorry, is this not a good time? Personal issues. Is everything alright? Don't want to bother. It's not bothering. What's going on? Ooh, wait, what kind of mistake did you make? You married an idiot. That makes sense. Oh, I don't. It's that bad. He was supposed to sell one of the cows in the market, and he was gonna. I told him the price to sell it for. We need coins now more than ever. Yes. And comes back with nothing? A handful of seeds. Oh, magic seeds. Oh. Is there anything special about them? They weren't seeds, it was rabbit crap. Oh man, I'd like to be uplifting, but that does sound really dumb. I mean, it sounds like the kind of thing like going back and chasing down boars. That's what I need to hear. Nothing for you to do. We appreciate the offer. In any event, well, it's a pleasure. Is there anything else I can do? We won't be able to provide the rye. The crops are diseased and pretty much unusable. Oh no. As if it wasn't enough problems, but don't worry. I've ordered delivery from Aralnica. I should be here yesterday. I kind of figured they would have delivered within the day. Don't know what happened. Nara is usually very prompt. Maybe we could go check on him? Yeah, you got it. Of course. Oh man, that's unfortunate. I wish I would have... Shoot, well, if I would have been in better condition, I might have been able to meet them on the roadway on the way in. That's too bad. Hey buddy, excuse me, kiddo. Hey you, what do you need? Yeah. Competition? What do you got? Oh no. 5 hours. Uh-oh. 5 hours to do what? Hunt wolf or deer? Oh boy. Well, I don't think I'm gonna win this. We need a bow to do that. I have 5 hours to accomplish that? That's gonna be rough. Well, we can wander on. Let's see here. We can wander on to our destination. She said Rollica? She told me... Somebody gave me a map. Oh, the roadway. That goes past the road I walked partly on that road. It can't have been on the roadway I just walked on. I was just there. So we won't walk back on that pathway. Let's see if we can find anything up here. Deer or wolves. That guy's crazy. What does he think that my sticks are gonna... I'll throw insults at him. That's what I'll do. I'll throw hard words at him. Let's see how the deer can stand up to my insults. I was told there are deer up here, though. Oh, there we go. Alright. Boy, I tell you what. I'm hoping my pointed sticks are good enough. Not good enough if you don't sneak up on your prey. Right. Oof. Mom always said I had a good throwing arm. That's for sure. Hopefully that stag will recognize that too. Now, he's moving at a good clip though. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get too many good throws at him. Oh boy. You know, I tell you what, it's really hard to throw a spear against the deer when they're in full motion. I honestly don't think I'm going to be able to make this quest happen. Who am I kidding? This isn't worth the time. I'll go back and tell him that I'm ashamed and I lost. There's no way I'm going to hunt down deer with spears. It's just going to be way too time consuming, and that delivery is not going to... That person's not going to deliver the ride themselves, and she seemed really worried about that. I don't want to let Darbrigina down anyway. She's been helping me out quite a bit, so let's make sure we get this done. I don't want to leave her waiting. Walking on this trail here. There's... Well, that can't have been it, right? And... wow, I hope it wasn't that wagon. It wasn't that wagon I found dropped earlier. There was just wine, and there was just wine and rye bread. Well, these are oat grains. I wonder who left these. Ooh, plum tree seeds. Ooh. Somebody must have been paddling. Well, you can't have paddled down this river too well, considering there's bridges across everywhere. That seems strange that they would have gone this far and would have lost their seedlings there. I wonder if they were just traveling downriver to hopefully meet up with somebody who would continue the journey onwards. There needs to be some serious wagoneering trails made here, I gotta say. It's a long distance to travel. You know, once I have a bow, I think Mother would have been very proud of me for hitting a duck and right in the water before taking wing. I think that would be something she'd get a kick out of. Be smarter than the duck, I'm sure. And think ahead and make sure I know what I'm doing. So, if we head back this way, now this roadway would be the fastest route, I believe, because I think if I'm getting my bearings right and looking at my map, I think there's an island, and then, yeah, this is that island I walked to. This has got to be the right road to Ralnica. This should be it, of course. Alright, well, if I'm going to run into him, I'm going to run into him on this roadway here, that's for sure. I guess I haven't really traveled down this road too much. Let's just see what's down here. And it's just a decent walkway. Not a lot of grooves for wagon wheels around here, though. I wonder how they get a lot of their goods across these areas. I mean, I see a number of wagons. Must not be heavily traveled, though. Hopefully not. No, this is wheat, so somebody ran into trouble on this pathway. They ran into trouble with their wheat delivery. Strange. There seem to be a lot of wagons that get knocked out on the way down these roadways, I tell you. Not a good sign. I wonder if they didn't even leave Ralnica in the first place. I guess I could head there and find out. It'll get pretty late in the day if I don't watch out. Think good to fish around here. Oh, just roach. Roach is not worth the time. Not even that tasty. We'll save our spears for pike and perch. Quite a distance. This would have been a nice area to build. The nice riverway here probably has made this land rather fertile. As long as it floods a decent amount here and there. And another downed wagon cart. Is this the delivery? I sure hope not. Apples. Well, bunch of rotten apples. What's this, though? Huh. Fabric, though. Strange. A lot of things that have kind of fallen around out here. I wonder what's going on in this area. Well, let's get ourselves to Ralnica. Now, if I remember right, Alwyn said something. There's a pile of leaves here. I wonder if I can jump in it. Boom. Oh, dear. Somebody dropped some coins in the pile of leaves. Well, they're lost, I suppose. Oh, well. Oh, jeez. That's not good. We need to find out where this thing ran to. We need to get ourselves a good clear of it. Got a good nip on me. Not enough to take me down. And it's a fool who fights a foe that they're not ready for. I don't think I'm ready for this one yet. Although I'm sure that guy would love to have heard that I at least got into a fight with one of them. Oh man, just scratched the surface. That's gonna leave a bit of a mark for a bit. Should be okay though. Just a graze. I'm not ready for that one yet. I need that bow, that's for sure. Alrighty, well, let's find out what's going on here. And find out what happened with that delivery. Alrighty, I heard I need to talk to... There is an Adar. I'm supposed to check on the rye. Do you have the rye? Oh, they haven't gotten to Gusto... Yeah, great. Sent my workers with a parcel yesterday. Should be back there already. Any problems on a route? Okay. Alright, I've been involved in the situation. I can go find him. I can travel. I'm here from Gustovia. I'll head back that way and see what happened. Yeah, no worries. I'll help out. No problems. Let me see. Do you have rye though? I shouldn't go back empty-handed. No, I could probably buy a bit of rye from you, and I can take care of it myself. Rye grain will cost me extra, but this will take care of a lot of my needs. Let's see here. Only have 300 coin, but if I don't plant these things, I'm not going to have much of a season in front of me. Alright, well, I keep going back and forth on the money I have and the money I don't. Oh, I could sell you my fish. Here, take this stuff. Salted fish meat seems to be in good shape. I was going to let that rot, but if you think it'll be useful here, you go for it. And I found this wool fabric. You think you can make use of that? I kind of just need the seeds at this point, friend. I need to get myself up and going. Right. Now I should have enough fertilizer to get through, but I think I need about 20 more. Nope, that'll cut us off at the limit. We'll just buy 16. Alright, thank you. Thanks, friend. I'll be back around. Hey, old friend. How are you doing? Tell me about where you're from. Oh wait, I tried romancing. What a fool. Oh, that's funny. What am I doing? Alright, here we go. You seem interesting. What brought you here? Pretty tiresome. Permanently in love with the land. Oh, there we go. We'll just flirt a bit with this lady. Oh, jeez, I'm standing on fire. That's hilarious. I forgot I was standing on that. Alrighty, now we've survived a full season. We need to hunt boars or foxes. We'll hunt boars, that's for sure. I need that bow. I absolutely need that bow, that's for sure.
I spend more time with this horse than with my family.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but if this is the way if this is your job, this is your work, then I can totally understand why. Oh, that wolf. I'm not ready for that fight just yet. You know what I would be ready for? I'd be ready for some pocketbooks lined with gold. I need a bow, that's for sure. I want to see what I can do about making some cash here. That bow is going to serve us well. Maybe, just maybe, we can be ready by next season. Although I need to put some of this money towards that winter clothing setup. I remember Mother always telling me hunting is easier in the winter. The animals are desperately looking for food. Wolves are a lot less clever about how they travel. And I should be able to find some of our rabbits in the early part of winter before they shed their coats and start taking on that whitish color. I should be able to get some of them. And the deer will certainly be easier to spot, that's for sure. Well, I better get myself going. Get that bow, and I better ask around. I'll ask in our little village near us, see what they know. We'll see if they know anything about somebody making, who makes high quality bows in this area. Maybe on the way I can find some more things on the side of the road. I can't believe how much of this area is just littered with dropped goods. There has to be something going on. We'll keep our eyes peeled, that's for sure. I think with the rest of this day, when we get back, we'll get a little bit of that land tilled before the end of the day here. And I wouldn't mind setting up a part of that kitchen. And the sooner I can start making things and baking things, the sooner I will be able to really help out and make some money in this area. And I think the people around will appreciate it. Good home-cooked meals. Mother was great at hunting, and she happened to be wonderful at cooking as well. Father knew his way around a field, that's for sure. And knew to fish. This valley is beautiful. And there seems to be a lot of options here. Oops. There we go. Let's turn that back on. Well, he said somewhere this route. I mean, we should have seen something by now. Is there... I mean, if they're going to walk on this pathway... I didn't see anything closer. Oh, it's getting late. I hate to leave them to their fate in the night, but If I don't get going home, I'll be caught with my own fate in the middle of the night. I don't think that's going to be worthwhile. I'm certainly not going to save anyone if people need to save me. Let's get going home. Now, I do wonder, though. I think it's always wise to walk with one less crow in the world. We'll take ourselves. That's good to go. One less crow will be fine. Better find myself a rock, though. Make ourselves a knife, and then we'll get home. Oof. Well, no. Oh, it's so dark I'm losing track of where I am. Yeah, the night is dark. This is the season for it. We're getting longer nights and shorter days. I better get myself going home. Oh my goodness. I wonder, though. Wait. I don't remember seeing that before. Okay. No, we can't go there now. That's not worth it. I'm not quite ready for that. And we're not getting caught foolishly. We are going to make good choices, make good decisions. I hate to leave that person to their fate, but at this point, we'll have 2 victims and not just one. Beautiful, oh, beautiful moonlit area. If I had my bow, I would take that stag out. A stag in the moonlight. A symbol of prosperity for us. We'll take that as a good omen. And I'll leave it. It should live then. Good omen should be allowed to survive. Been a lot of running today. Well, moon, guide us home. And let's find our way. We'll get home and take care of a little nighttime work here. I feel incredibly good after that last day. The day of being idle and recovering has helped out quite a bit. I think we're recovered now. May not have any scars to show for it, or at least just good enough of scars to show off. So maybe she'll think that we're just entertaining enough to keep around. How will that be? Well, as night falls on us here, I can see this roadway is traveled well. I can see eventually us putting gates here. Gates that open up into an entire city. Getting too dark to walk without the torch. Although, that's enough moonlight for us to see where we're going. And I don't want to draw attention to myself. Here we are. Home, sweet home. A future that we can build. And a lot of potential. I certainly need some more light around here. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to work it all during the night. Whew. Been a long journey. Been a worthwhile journey. Oh, I should probably put that out there. Shouldn't be carrying fertilizer into my home. Certainly shouldn't be doing that. Certainly shouldn't be walking myself in, not cleaning myself off. Let's put our seeds in here. It's too bad it's the wrong season for that. I don't know what he was thinking. He could have given me some rye. That would have been a much more handy thing to do. Alwyn. Well, that'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Alright, 28 grain. That should do us well. I could have bought just a little bit more. Could have bought one more. I forgot it's multiples of 7s. That's a mistake on the real world side of things. Alright, always check your traps. Man, crows. Constant crows. Ugh, never an end to them. I'm sure that someday I'll appreciate that. Who knows? We can use their feathers in the future. Who knows, maybe we can find somebody who's good enough at crafting them and we can make a name for ourselves. Crow feather. And then maybe people will appreciate them. Alright, well, no sense not taking a jump. And cleaning ourselves off. Alright, sorry for the darkness on the screen, y'all. But if we're going to get immersed in this, we should certainly keep it dark. Alright, it's getting quite late, and I don't want to be exhausted tomorrow. I don't want to put myself out in a position where I can't be full speed running. So let's just set up our traps. Put our trap near the field there for sure. Oh, jeez. Make up another torch here. Alright. Alrighty, I think our trap... I thought our rabbit trap was already together. There we are. Just gotta remember where I placed it. This birch tree. Always a nice spot. Alright, y'all. With that, you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.